Welcome student in today's online section of subject advanced manufacturing processes. Today we are going to see our chapter number 3, which is hybrid non-conventional machining processes. Okay, so here we are. So there are some challenges which can be made by use of the advanced manufacturing processes only, such that drilling and encasable holes, normally the wall in the presence of case, then drilling a large number of closely placed holes, then machining at nano, micro or meso level. So all these are the applications where normal machining processes cannot be useful, or where the normal machining processes can be very difficult to use, or it will not be efficient. So at that time we are going to use this advanced manufacturing processes. So this level can be made only by using this advanced manufacturing process. Then machining of parts which typical intricate features, then machining deep holes on a curved surface in case of the turbine. So all these are achieved by using the hybrid or non-conventional manufacturing processes. Okay, so here we are. So what is this hybrid machining processes? So hybrid production or manufacturing means the combination of the process machine in order to produce parts in more efficient and productive ways. A general objective of hybrid manufacturing is 1 plus 1 is equals to 3 effects, means that the positive effect of the hybrid process is more than the double of the advantage of the single process. Hybrid means here we are going to combine more than one processes and producing the effect there. So hybrid can have several meanings. First one, it is the combination of different active energy sources which act at the same time in the processing zone. Example, laser assisted turning, means here turning also going on along with the laser effect. So processing which combines process steps, they are usually performed in 2 or more process steps. Then here is the normal classification of this hybrid machining processes. First one, it is the combine or mix process, in which all the constituent processes are directly involved in the material removal. And next one, it is the assisted type process, in which only one of the participating process directly removes material, while the other only assisted in removing by having a positive effect on the condition of machining. Again listen to me, here you can say hybrid machining can be having 2 parts, then 2 again divided into 2, that assisted processing and mixed processing. Then this mixed processing is EDM, electro discharge machining or electrochemical machining, and this assisted processing having laser assisted turning, then vibration assisted grinding, then vibration assisted electro discharge machining. So here you can see again we can have the thermal energy, where we can classify the hybrid processes by various forms of energy which we are going to use in the process. So by this first type is the thermal energy, where electro discharge machining, then laser beam machining, plasma arc machining, all these are the types of thermal energy. Then electrochemical machining, which is ECM, and electrochemical grinding there. Then mechanical energy, where ultrasonic machining, abrasive jet, then water jet machining, it is all are the parts of the hybrid machining process. Again listen me, though their methods are useful, but it has gone some limitations, such as these are more expensive to set up, have slower rates of material removal, and require considerable technical know-how. Also for electrical machining method, the work material need to be electrical conductor, thus consumes more energy. Also method used for ultrasonic machining, abrasive jet machining, chemical machining, beams machining are not commercially economical. Okay, so here we are going to see this first type of this hybrid non-conventional machining, which is abrasive flow machining. This abrasive flow machining is short form, can be denotes as capital AFM. So basic of this abrasive flow machining, it is investigated in 1960s by Extrude Horn Corporation. AFM can be ultra abrasive flow machining can be used for polish and deburring parts internally, then through holes, then intersecting holes, and calibrated fuel injection nozzle to a specific flow rate. Here a method to reduce difficult to reach surface like intricate geometries. It produces surface spinning as good as 0.05 nanometer, deburring holes as small as 0.02 mm, radius edges from 0.025 mm to 0.5 mm. Widely used finishing processes to finish complicated shapes and profiles. So what is this? Why we require this abrasive flow machining? We require this abrasive flow machining to provide a smooth surface. And why we require smooth surface? For the aerospace or for the medicines or for the walls industry, we require a smooth surface. Then the classification of abrasive flow machining, it can be classified into three types: one way abrasive flow machining, then two way abrasive flow machining, and then orbital abrasive flow machining. One way means abrasive material flow only in the one direction. Two way means they can move in the, there will be the through and pro motion. So it is having two way motion, that's why we name it as two way abrasive flow machining. And third one is the orbital AFM. Here the motion of the abrasive particles, it is in the form of orbital, so name it as orbital abrasive flow machining. Then the key components are machine, then tooling, then abrasive medium which we are going to use in this process. These are the important components. Then process input parameters are extrusion pressure, the number of cycles, then grid composition and type, and the tooling and fixture design. So here operating range of abrasive flow machining is easy flowability, then better slab deformation, then fine abrasion capacity, layer thickness of material removal in order of 1 nanometer to 10 nanometer. Best surface finishing that has been achieved as 50 nanometer, and tolerance is plus minus 0.5 nanometer. Then properties of this abrasive flow machining is that deburring, then radializing and polishing are performed simultaneously in a single operation. Deburring means after performing the drilling operation there will be the presence of burr, so deburring is required for the safety purpose. So for this by using this AFM, what the processes: deburring, then reducing and polishing, all these are the processes can be carried out at the same time. Abrasive flow machining can produce true round radii even on complex edges. Then it reduces surface roughness by 75 to 90% on cast iron and machine surface. AFM can process dozen of holes or multiple passages parts simultaneously with uniform result. This is the first type of this abrasive flow machining, which is one way abrasive flow machining. So one way flow machining process pushes abrasive media through workpiece in one direction only, following the media to exit freely. Here you can see this is the piston and this is the hole which is we are going to machining here. So this abrasive material which is coming from this side, it is moving here and it is going in the same direction only. That's why we called it as a one way abrasive flow machining. Here again listen to me. The working principle of abrasive flow machining can be stated as a semi-solid media is used which comprises of a carrier in the form of polymer base containing abrasive powder in desired proportion, which is extruded under the given pressure across the surface which is to be machined. The media acts as a flexible tool and restricted media flow passage is necessary for smooth operation in abrasive flow finishing. Media also behaves as flexible grinding stone which abrades the material and provides good surface finish. Construction. A typical setup of abrasive flow finishing machine is you can see here in this diagram. Workpiece is clamped in between two cylinders. Here the workpiece is clamped between the two cylinders. Media is then extruded from the upper portion and it is moving out through the another exit pole. The process is repeated until the desired surface finish is achieved. The advantages of one-way abrasive flow machining is that it is faster cycle processing, then easy cleanup, then media temperature control generally not required, able to process large parts and simpler tooling and part change over, accurately replicates air or liquid natural flow, does not encapsulate work part in media. Then next type is the two-way abrasive flow machining process. Here in this two-way, the setting is as shown in the figure here. It is having two piston and this is the workpiece which is fitted here with the help of the cylinder, and we need to machine this area. So there are the two pistons which are pushing these abrasive flow particles in the passage here. Here again the typical two-way flow machining uses two vertical opposite cylinders to extrude an abrasive material back and forth through and around the passage formed by the workpiece and tooling. Abrasive action occurs wherever the media enters and passes through the most restrictive. Here we can see it is a restrictive passage. When this piston moves up and down, it causes this abrasive particle to flow, have the motion through and fro, and when these abrasive particles move through this restricted passage, it creates a machining effects there. And then here are the advantages. It is an excellent process control. It can finish both internal and internal diameter and outside diameter of component. It is good control of radius generation. Then fully automated system capabilities, then faster setup and quick charge tooling, then faster change over a media. These are the advantages of this abrasive flow machining. Now the second type is it now we are going to see the second part of this abrasive flow machining, which is magnetic field assisted abrasive flow or magnetic abrasive finishing. Here you can see the magnetic abrasive finishing, commonly known as MAF, and it is a process in which drawbacks of conventional finishing process like formation of micro cracks is reduced owing to control forces acting on abrasive particles. The MAF process employs the magnetic field to produce surface with high quality. Internal and external surface can be produced with surface roughness in nanometer range. MAF is also capable of finishing non-rotable workpiece such as bent tubes and elbows. Here you can see this is the rotating magnetic pole, and on this workpiece we spread the ferrous abrasive particle, and this rotating magnetic tool causes to move this abrasive particle over the workpiece, producing the machining there. The working principle you can listen. The flexible magnetic abrasive brushes are formed by the magnetic abrasive particles that joins with each other along the line of magnetic force owing the magnetic field with impulse. Here what is happen? A magnetic brush of abrasive material is created because of the magnetic force of this magnetic pole. The magnetic abrasive particle composed of ferromagnetic particles and abrasive powder, which are two types, namely bonded and unbonded. The bonded magnetic abrasive particles are produced by sintering abrasive powder, ferromagnetic particles. Okay. The magnetic abrasive brushes act as a multiple cutting tool for performing finishing operation, and which rotates in line with rotation of north pole of magnet. The material removal in MAF It is works on the micro cutting principle in which material is removed in microchips. The volume of chips is equivalent to groove produced on the workpiece surface. Then advantages of this magnetic field assisted flow machining are: the flow process involves loose abrasive particles, thus very low forces are produced which minimize the damage of the workpiece surface. MAF is a single to implement. Then its finished surface are free from thermal defects and bugs. Okay. So here we are stopping today's section. In the next section we will see about the abrasive water jet machining and wire electric discharge machining. All these are the hybrid processes which we are going to see in next section. Thank you for today's section. If you have any doubts, then you can contact me on my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you.